What up, guys? Your boy, Just King ZA. Welcome back to the Just King ZA podcast. And yeah, man, on this video, we're gonna be talking about how they don't want black South Africans to win, how they want black South Africans to suffer and suffer and suffer some more and more and more and more. So yeah, man, it's by they I'm talking about everything, everyone, every person, all people who have who have interest in South Africa, who are not South African, who are um, the business people, big business, white business. Not all whites. There are some good whites, but the majority majority of white businesses, majority of all those things, foreigners, African foreigners, uh, all those people who come to South Africa, majority of them, they don't want black South Africans to win. So yeah, man. Before we get into it, don't forget, please subscribe to the channel. Don't just watch, subscribe to the channel. We're growing a platform here. I offer high value content. I speak for 20 something minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and offering value. I speak value on each video. That much I do know. And nobody can contest me on that. I speak value, so much value, back to back. So subscribe to the channel. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater, or you don't want me to win. You're gonna watch me win. There's so many people who are positive and good spirited and understand the mission that I'm on and what I'm doing. So those people will support me either ways. So if you're a hater, you can watch or you can go. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing this content for the people who need this content, the heroes, the people who will go and save South Africa. This is what I'm doing it for. This is to awaken the spark in those good people. And yeah, man, converting haters, I don't care. If you get converted, you get converted. But anyways, the enemy will always be watching, right? So we're gonna do it either way. We're gonna grow either way. So yeah, man, let's get straight into it. Subscribe. So yeah, man, South Africans are a beautiful nation. Black South Africans. Let me not even talk about other races now. I'm not gonna talk about colors. I'm not gonna talk about whites. I'm not gonna talk about anything else, any rainbow, any color of the rainbow except the black. Our rainbow has the black, you know what I'm saying? So for us black people, my people, you are an amazing brand or side of the black race. You are a race never have been seen in this world before. The only other race I can compare with you is the black race of America. Those people who have fought for their name and have in turn even have fought for us, have stood up for the black people of the world, have formed organizations, have created awareness about black people. We are like those. Our history is made movies of by people who are not even us. Black Americans have made movies about us. They've made Mandela movie, Nelson Mandela's movie. The Nelson Mandela movie has been made over and over again. It is an incredible story. It is a story to be revisited and revisited. It's a story that will be told for generations and generations to come, right here by our own legends. The history of the ANC is a beautiful one. It is an incredible one. And we as black South Africans have stood firm and have fought the regime. Maybe not me, but my grandparents, my parents, my great-grandparents, have fought. They have stood up against a regime, an abusive regime. you know, in such a sophisticated way. Truly, our people are special. Thank you to those who have stood with us, you know. Thank you to those who have stood with us and have fought with us. Thank you to African nations that have helped us during those days. It could not have been done without you. It could not have been done without Somalia. It could not have been done without Nigeria's financial contribution. It couldn't have been done without, you know, Africa. You know, couldn't have been done without the awareness of Black Americans and the assistance of Black Americans. Couldn't have been done without Cuba. Couldn't have been done without Russia. All our friends. It couldn't have been done without Palestine. Hence, today we stand with Palestine, and will forever stand with Palestine. You know, so as a Black people, we have displayed high levels of organization, high levels of understanding of structure of an organization. The ANC is a beautiful structure. The PAC, all those structures that were created by people who were under attack, and they show that they too can create structure. They too can fight off a regime. They too can make friends and create relationships and network with the rest of the world in order to create an organization that would later on defeat the National Party and the apartheid regime. We are indeed a special type of people. We are a people that deserve movies. So many movies can be made about us. I mean, not just Nelson Mandela's, what was happening behind the scene. If I can go to my family and go to my great uncles, and just listen to their story of what happened during that time, I can make a movie about that. I can make a movie about my great uncles and how they were part of the 1976, you know, revolution. 1976, how that brought the government to their knees. We can literally create a background movie, a movie of what was happening with unknown people, random people of Soweto, and how they played a part in these great revolutions or these great moments of fighting this regime. Can create movies just about that. You know what I'm saying? So our people must be respected. So here's the thing. As much as we've been respected, but things have now turned in such a way that respect and love, you know, love tends to envy, right? You know, respect tends to envy, right? You know, especially when those people, they feel that they are not part of it, you know, so, or they can't fit in, or they can't assume power within that thing, or they feel like outsiders, then envy starts to breed, right? That's one side of it. Then the other side of it is the whites, who, many of them did not want apartheid to end. They loved it. They loved the setup. Of course, there are other whites who didn't love the setup, but some of the whites only hated the setup or whatever because they saw that the setup was crashing, not because they love Black people or they want this. No, some, they just saw that, okay, apartheid is no longer favored by the world. Apartheid is, the whole world is rising up against apartheid. So they wanted to be on the cool side. You know those people. But deep down inside, they're still racist. Do you understand? So those people hate us. They hate our guts. They hate the fact that we stood up for apartheid. They hate that we are seen as these freedom fighters. They hate our brand, our reputation. They hate the fact that we are demanding to be treated fairly, and for us to have families, and to marry women, and to be great men, to be great people who are financially and economically well. They hate it because they are so used to the slavery structure where blacks don't deserve nothing. They just come and you work for peanuts, and they'll be fine with the peanuts. They will be fine. They stay in the shack. They're fine. They are the ones who must live in the big houses. They are the ones who must live in the sentence. They're the ones who must. A black person must not even desire success. A black person must just be happy to buy themselves booze and drugs and nyaupe, all those things. A black person must just be fine with just buying prostitutes. A black man must be fine with just going and living like an animal while they succeed and they have sophistication. They hate the new black, the new educated black. They hate the new educated black. But our people were always educated. You know, even if you could give them that education of the past, that dumb education, what they call it, whatever that education was, Bantu education. Even if you could give them that, they were still very intelligent, very smart. You know what I'm saying? So, our black people know not to accept bullshit. They know not to accept peanuts. How am I gonna buy a house with peanuts? How's my child gonna have their own bedroom with peanuts? How am I gonna leave anything for my children with peanuts? Do you understand what I'm saying? So they hate the fact that we are bold to say those things. They hate the fact that we see ourselves as equals with the whites. We see ourselves as human. They hate it. They hate that we want proper payment. So what do? They say we're gonna get these illegals, foreigners, these people who are willing to still be slaves and work for peanuts. Literally sell themselves short. And they take those people, they put them in their farms, they put them in whatever, they give them jobs, they make them managers, they make them all those things. Some of them, they pay them well, but it's all to spite the black South Africans. When they are with them, they tell them South Africans are lazy. South Africans don't want to work. South Africans, they are pushing that agenda of theirs that they saw us as. They saw us as lazy. They saw us as what and what and what and what. Now they are telling our brothers from Africa those things in order to justify themselves. But deep down we know it's just racism, and they are just angry that they don't have to pay peanuts. You know, they're angry that they have to pay proper money and see these people as human beings. They are mad because they have to follow affirmative action. They have to follow the laws. They have to follow the law. They have to treat us as human beings. They hate that fact. So they much rather not employ our people. And they watch the people suffer. They watch the people suffer. They want to make them suffer some more. Even if they take their money and give it to foreigners, it's fine. As long as these people don't get a crumb. They want us to get crumbs. You know what I'm saying? They want us to get crumbs. They don't mind blessing someone else. They want to defeat our people. They want to get rid, of any confidence that our people have. Zulu tribe, they want to conquer it. They still want to conquer the Zulu tribes. They still want to conquer the Pedi, Tswana, Sotho tribes. They still want to conquer the blacks of South Africa. They still want to dismantle those people, They don't mind using outsiders for that. So these outsiders, they feel that they are benefiting. They feel that they are on top of the world. They feel like everything is going well when it comes to them. But they know that they are being used even. They feel like this is a cash grab. It's a grab. They want to come here and phase out the black South Africans, and they can be in proximity with the whites of South Africa. They are sellouts because they claim to hate whites, but they come here, they follow them all over the world, and then they keep following them here in South Africa. And then they are in cahoots. When they are together, they discuss the black South African. These people are lazy. Zimbabweans are hardworking. Nigerians are hardworking. They have skills. They have whatever. But black South Africans also have skills and they're hardworking. You know what I'm saying? So it's a planned thing. It's a slandering thing. It's a move. They want to embarrass us. They want to, they want to phase us out. They want to get sellouts from Africa. They want to get sellouts from Africa, and they want these people to come here and breed and create that race, that black race of sellouts, with sellouts from that they will be in cahoots with to betray a fellow black. That is their way. That is how they do things. You look at Congo, that's what they're doing there. They become in cahoots with sellouts, from neighboring countries. And then they use those sellouts to destroy the natives of another land that they want to control, that they want to take advantage of. You know what I'm saying? So that is how it works. That is how they do it. That's what they're trying to do in South Africa. They want those people to have power. They want to give them the power. And they want to bulldoze us out of South Africa. They want those people to outbreed us. They want to defeat the Zulu tribes. They want to defeat the Xhosa tribes, the Venda tribes. So that is the plan, to humiliate the black South Africans. Make sure that the black South African that becomes nothing, becomes a laughing stock, becomes the butt of the joke. The black South African is not even saying they must. They are the butt of the joke right now. They are making them. They are in cahoots with those African brothers, and they are making us the butt of the joke. You know how I realized this? I realized this when I started communicating with Africans. After the whole Chidima saga, you saw that these were conversations that these people were having amongst each other. That whole situation made it a thing for those people now to say it in public, show you that they've been talking about this thing, calling us lazy and all that. They were saying it behind the scenes, but that situation made them angry to say that they want to now, their insults are that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really glad that South Africans, we stood up and we fought against these people. They wanted to put their women here to be our Miss SA. No. It's not that we're not watching. We're watching. So when we saw that it's going too far, we said, nah, hell no, not in our country. And then they started throwing tantrums. Those tantrums show you that this is something that they want. This is something that they need. They want to feel as welcome in South Africa as possible. They want to feel as if they are more important. They want to feel as if the black South African does not have power in his own country. Well, we got power. They didn't know that we are the government. They didn't know that we are some people that you should get to know and be close to, rather than turning your back on us, rather than going to the enemy and being in cahoots with the enemy. You know what I'm saying? So you got to feel the might of the black South Africans and the freedom that we fought for. You guys know nothing about what we have here. We're just being kind citizens. We're just being kind neighbors. But that the days of kind neighboring, I don't know how many days of that we have of being good neighbors. We'll be good neighbors in teaching you to go and fight for your own countries, right? And it won't be nice for you. You think we can't do it? Oh, we can do it. You all think like we are all on Yaupe and on lol. Please. Great men exist like myself. great men exist. The modern day Nelson Mandelas exist, like myself, and we are just watching. We won't let what our grandfathers fought for to go in vain, to go away in vain and to just be lost. Never. We're just watching you being kind neighbors. So no Nigerian will be Miss South Africa. Even next year, you Southgerians, whatever, you better not join for your own mental health. Better not join. Congolese, whatever, you better not join. Not now. Still tense. Still tense. Prove to us you are good neighbors. Prove to us you are good people. Prove to us that you love us. Then maybe we'll see you as brothers and sisters, and we'll work together, and we will create a community that is loving and accepting of each other. But until then, you are misbehaving in the principal's office. You are misbehaving in the principal's office, and you shall be disciplined. You know what I'm saying? Black South Africans have power. There's nothing white people and Africans can do to stop us. There can be 2 billion of you, and can be only 30 million of us. We'll take you down. We will discipline you. Telling us about whites, we crushed their apartheid. We crushed it. We hit it from the top to the bottom. We hit it with a knockout. So there's nothing they can do to us. Coming and feeding our children drugs, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Yes, the ones you fed drugs, but you can't take us out. We are educated people. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, your boy Just King Zere is signing out.